swear this truck's invisible to people. I don't know if you can see through this window right here, but it's getting awful colorful out there. No trees, there's lots of red and lots of orange. Starting to get cold at night, running the heater a little bit. Pretty soon we'll be out here freezing, fixing curtains, working with frozen ice stuck together, piping and key to rail, hem pipes, cable pulleys, trying to put little 7/16 wood legs into brackets with gloves on. Can't barely hang on to one of the screws. Got a whole bracket and a screw. Getting to that time of year. That time of year when all you indoors workers, factory workers, in the summertime, yeah, it kind of sucks for you guys, but next couple months here, you should be thankful. You're going to be in climate controlled buildings, stay the same temperature. Now it's at the point now where you got to leave all bundled up, get about halfway, 2/3 of the way through the day, and sweat to death. And that's if it reaches high 65, you start sweating to death. Starting to climatize already. Now 70 degrees is ready for shorts and tank top. This summer 70 degrees was like, get the sweater out. This car is driving entirely too slow this morning. I got Danny and the new guy Jason following me in their service truck, ambulance. They don't know where we're going. We're going back out to the middle of nowhere. I am tired today. Just about time for fall cleanup. Get the oil changed in the motorcycles. Get everything organized. Put under cover. Ordered a part for the ADV. Ordered a bunch of parts for the ADV. Stupid deer. Anyways, the last part just shipped out yesterday. Had it back together without it. Just the little bottom skirt and the left foot board there. Got scuffed up when it went down. I got a brand new one. It was on back order. But it's in now. Should have it in the next day or two. So at least that thing will be put together and 100% ready to go come next spring. Oh, just waiting on traffic now. Just waiting. Sitting here in that parking lot, taking up all kinds of extra room they don't need to, stopping traffic, being pulling. I'm gonna pause you folks, I'll be back. We're back, folks, we're back. That old big boss just went by. So I'm following him, Dan's following me. We got us a train going on here. The crew is headed. Just been me and the boss up there working at this farm. Now we've got the whole crew. We're gonna roll in there 5 deep. bang it out, get it dead. They're tearing down the other barn today, so we're gonna have everything in the new barn set up and done for the calves. Oh yeah. I done did caught up to him. He driving like a granny beanie. Got 3 gates on that. Hopefully they're the right gates. So all we gotta do is put the eyebolt hinges in, drop them on the well tabs, level them, and get the latches all welded on for those 3. I believe we gotta throw up a bunch of stalls today. Do just a little bit of fencing, throw up a couple more gates. Cut me some damn holes in this box back here behind me. Put a bunch of lights in, getting dark early, staying dark later. Damn dark when you leave in the morning, dark when you get home at night. Keep watching. I'll wake up here shortly. I'll make it interesting. Right now, I'm tired. Oh, this heat's killing me too. Gotta cut the heat down a little bit. 7.3, she throws some heat when it's not too cold. When it gets really cold, about all you can do is get this temperature gauge to come up. You can block the whole radiator off. She still barely comes up halfway. Got a brand new water pump a couple years ago, brand new thermostat. She skips a lot of beats when you run her just about out of fuel, but that's a given. They come in at the fuel station, skipping on cylinder just about out of fuel. Fill it right up to the gills, right to the top of the filler neck. Keep the filler neck from rotting out that way, keeping the oil-based fuel up to the top of the filler neck. Take anywhere from the 8th mile to damn 8 miles to 7th, get all the injectors bled out, fill back up with fuel, firing on all 8 cylinders. There was one time I run her out. My morning coffee stop doesn't have diesel. The store just up the road does. I'm gonna go to the store just up the road first. Give myself some diesel because I was running pretty low. about 11:30 at night, just getting home. Left the house at 5 o'clock in the morning that day. I didn't want to deal with getting fuel at night. So I brought her home and crossed my fingers. I made it to my coffee store. Started her up and she was skipping right off the beat when I started her up. I can make it. It's literally 300 feet down the road to the fuel station. I couldn't even get out the damn driveway. It's steep incline hill. She just didn't have it. So I ended up having a buddy pull in there. He put a few gallons in out of his reserve tank in the back of his truck. Couldn't get her to start. So we went up and got a few more gallons of fuel, went back down, put that in. Had probably 15 gallons of fuel, 44 gallon tank. Couldn't get her to prime. Had to pull the fuel bowl cover right off where the fuel filter was, and she had just a bubble and couldn't get it to prime. I took my damn battery leaf blower out the back of the truck, took my fuel cap off. Put that leaf blower right up against my fuel filled nozzle. Full blast. Had another buddy cycling the key on and off to make the fuel pump run. We had bubbles and bubbles and bubbles coming out. My fuel filter blow up under the hood. Somebody else was watching that. And pop! All of a sudden we had fuel coming into my fuel filter bowl, so we stopped everything, put the cover back on it. Of course, it was still fuel anywhere. Cycle that key one more time and she fired right up like she didn't skip a beat. Meanwhile, I was late for work. About an hour of farting around with it before I thought about the leaf blower. Brain processes ideas a little slow first thing in the morning. I'm still in that slow mode right now. In case you can tell, first 10, 11, 12 minutes of the video. Still got a damn hour to drive before I get over here to this job, but at least there's some nice scenery. Let me take you down off of here for a second. Look at this. This is Vermont right here. Get all these damn pretty colors. It's not real pretty yet, but it's getting there. They're changing. Got some yellows, oranges, a little bit of reds here and there. We're getting there. We are getting there. Fall is coming. Fall is coming, folks. Fall is coming. My kids like it when I make these videos. I see them on the weekend, so they miss me during the week. Videos and they don't follow me on YouTube. You know, kids nowadays, they don't get their YouTube and there's something wrong. I can't believe how technology is this day and age. When I was my kid's age, I climbed up trees, got out hiking through the woods, riding my bicycle around the block. I grew up in the city. Until I was in my teens, I learned what country was. I mean, it's not much of a city. City nonetheless. It's just a little city. I've traveled around. I've seen cities. I know what a city is. I've lived in damn Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I lived down by Orlando, Florida. Lived down there on the west coast of Florida, right on the Gulf of Mexico canals. I lived down there. There were no cell phones. You weren't sitting there watching YouTube all day inside in the air conditioning where it's nice and comfy. You get out of high school down there and you jump on your bicycle or moped or scooter or dirt bike or whatever it is you have, four-wheeler. You go over and you park by Weeki Wachee River. Tides in, you swim up that river. A bunch of different spots. You used to be able to jump off of the sand banks into the river and stuff, dive. That river's changed so much. I was down there a few years back. Everything down there is now national forest, wildlife. All my old four-wheeler trails and sand pits I used to ride my four-wheeler in down there, they're all now national forest, wildlife refuge. No trespassing, do not enter. I mean, how the wildlife was there before we started riding four-wheelers and stuff in there, and the wildlife was still there while we were riding four-wheelers and stuff in there, so why they gate it off and keep people out? Beyond me. Probably to make people pay for them there. Now you go down Florida and anywhere you can ride your four-wheeler, you gotta pay to ride your four-wheeler in there for the day. I mean, how? I rode my four-wheeler every damn day. Every day. That was my car down there. I go from Weeki Wachee Hills all the way near Orlando, just about. Trails here and there, across a few roads, drive down the side of a couple loads in the power roads and the power line. Every power line down there had four-wheeler trails. Everybody, that was four-wheeler highway right there. You just gotta watch where the waterways come across. You gotta skip out on the road, go around the waterways. There was a couple of them. If you was on the right wheeler with the right suspension, they had damn jumps. You could jump across the waterway. A 10-foot gap jump. Not too bad. But, yeah, that was my transportation down there in Florida when I was in high school. Well, it was 7th grade. My buddy had a dirt bike. And I got me one of them damn mopeds. You pedal it and then pull the little lever underneath the handlebars. Once you got pedal fast enough, that there would turn over the motor when you pulled that little lever and she'd start up and away you go. 49cc moped. My buddy had a, what was that? That was a 125. The KX 125 he had. We'd go bombing through the woods and the trails by his house. Pretty inexperienced on a dirt bike. I mean, I was pretty inexperienced on a dirt bike. I ain't never rode one, but I had my moped. I tell you what, I could outdrive that dirt bike on my moped through those trails. I was just like riding a pedal bike, just a little bit heavier, and throw wherever I wanted to go. So I lived down there, right on the canals. We had like 12 mini hurricanes come through one night while we were sleeping, not far away from where we lived. I didn't know nothing about it. Woke up in the morning. We lived in a, well, my mom and stepdad, they lived in a single-wide trailer right on the canal. We had a 12-by-12 two-story shed that me and my brother and my brother's friend, that was our bedroom out there. I mean, that was nice. It was like having our own little house. We had windows in it, screens in the windows, screen door, regular door. It was nice. It was set up pretty good. Power. Had stereo system out there. Didn't really watch TV much, so we didn't have any TV or anything out there. We were basically only there for bedtime. We lived in Florida on the canal. We was on the water 24/7 when we weren't sleeping. up a big 1-2 stretch. Open my eyes up. Damn water in my yard. Keep in mind the floor of the shed was probably 16 inches, 18 inches up off the ground level. And the water was over the ground just about to my feet. Not quite in the bedroom yet. Bedroom shed. So me, I'm all like, wow, water's high, yeah, this is cool. Woke up my brother, he woke up his buddy. By the time I woke them up, which we're in a 12 by 12 shed, one was right there and the one was upstairs. Didn't take very long to wake them up. By the time I did that, the water was over the floor in the bedroom. So I go running out. Of course, I'm wearing shorts, t-shirt anyway, either shorts or no shirt, I don't even know, but I was wearing shorts regardless. I go up, you know, single wide trailer, they sit 3-4 feet off the ground anyways, probably 3.5, 4 feet off the ground. Go upstairs on the screen-in porch, go inside, wake up my mom and stepdad. Yeah, it's flooded, water's coming up. The time it took me to wake up my brother and his buddy, water done raised 3-4 inches. We're talking like 5 minutes. By the time I go inside, wake up my mom and stepdad and go back outside, the water was up like another 1.5 feet on top of that. It was over my knees. I jumped on my moped. My air filter must have been just above water there because I was able to get it started up, and I drove out of the damn canals. I drove out of the Palm Grove colony where we live, Spring Hill, Florida, Weeki Wachee. So I drive out of there, no problem. The water was getting shallower as I was headed out more inland in Florida there. I didn't make it but halfway back in before she started sucking water. The water was still coming up. I had a buddy that lived right there. I pedaled it back to my buddy's house. Left it there. That was the last time nothing ran, I think. Done did sucked in all that salty seawater. So I make it back home. I had one of them there, unsinkable boats. You can cut them right in half. They float, but they have no motor on it. Me and my brother and his buddy, we had neighbors across the canal from us. We had a dog. They had a dog across from us. Some older folks. Their ground level was a little bit lower than our ground level on our side of the canal. The water was done in their house already. It was about chest deep by this point in time. I mean, chest deep, it was 4.5 feet of water. It was pretty much my chin. So we grabbed my little boat there and we walk and swim across the canal and get them loaded up, and the little poodle dog they had, the Chihuahua, whatever it was one of those little dogs. Get them loaded up, swim back across the canal. At my mom's place, the water weren't so deep yet. We heard on the radio they were sending rescue crews in with airboats and stuff to get people out. We were a lot closer into the beginning of the canals over on our side. Beginning of the colony that they were on the other side. They were damn at the end. They would go all the way through and across this other way and then all the way down to the other side, and that's where they were. They were about the end of it. So me and my brother, we were going around different neighbors and stuff, getting them all gathered up, brought over to my mom's place. So when they came with the rescue boats, there's a whole group of them from that whole area right there, all in one spot. Made it easier to pick up. The rescue crew would pick them up. Most people around there were elderly. So the rescue boat ended up going. We actually walked over to a friend of the family, Duke. He done passed away. It's been a long time since that happened, but we walked over to his place nonetheless. Between walking and swimming, because you never tell how much the ground actually goes down and comes back up until you're walking in chin deep water, and then all of a sudden you can't walk with your head above the water, and then you can touch ground again and you can walk with your head above the water. So we done walked and swam all the way halfway across the canal to Duke's place, see if he can come over with us. I think he had like a 16 or 18 foot tri-hull boat, little 40 horse Johnson on it. He weren't about to drive his boat, debris in the water and stuff. He was on a really high part of the canals. It was over our head walking down the road on our side. He was on a high side of the canal, more towards the entrance of the Tom Grove colony. The water never went above a foot. The water only went a foot above his floorboards in his house when it got to its deepest point. So he won't come over and help and get people out. He didn't want to damage his boat or anything. And I don't blame him. He probably didn't have insurance. It was pretty old motor. The boat itself was pretty old. So anyhow, we left there and we were wandering around the colony, swimming and walking. That water come up 6 feet during that flood. Well, more than 6 feet. Came 5 feet above the road, and water typically a couple, 3 feet down from the grass line even. So water raised about 8, 9 feet, give or take. We seen a rescue crews when we were out there after we left Duke's house. We gave them directions how to get there. Street signs were still above water, but you could take a damn 24-foot cabin cruiser and drive it right down the roads. You gotta watch for damn people's statues in their yards if you get off the road, people's front picket fences. Oh yeah, we done swam over a picket fence, one of those fences with the point sticking up like that. Yeah, me and my brother Scooby, we all had puncture holes in our legs, all the way down our legs. Our belly, arms and stuff made it over it somehow without touching it. Probably doing the damn breaststroke there, but when we were kicking our legs going through, legs went a little deeper, so from our kneecap down we had puncture marks from where we damn kicked the top of that bed. Swimming in snake infested flood water, shark infested, all kinds of predatory species swimming around with us. Must not have bled enough to worry about it. We weren't bothered by nothing. It was interesting. That night, took all day until that night. I think even the next day they were still getting people out of there. The water level was still up quite a ways. My brother, Scooby, his friend, and myself, we actually stayed at Duke's house there the first night. My brother and his buddy ended up going to the shelter. They had everybody set up in the school gyms and churches and stuff. I spent the first night there with them at Duke's, and then the water was going down. I went over to my grandparents. They lived across the way there. Went over there. They stayed the whole time. Stayed at their place the second night, and it gets so damn hot down there. That truck must have missed a gear. See that truck we just went by? He was going 5 miles an hour up this hill. There's a stop sign right up here. He must have missed a gear here partway up the hill. It is all hill from the stop sign up though, so maybe it just all struck anew. He had quite the load on. Anyhow, 2 days later, we're all back in Palm Grove Colony and back at home. It gets so hot down there. Our damn washer and dryer wasn't even inside, it was outside. It had a little lean-to over a washer and dryer. So it gets so damn hot down there 2 days after the flood. Power come back on. Washer and dryer still work, even after being underwater. Washing, drying, bedding, blankets, clothes, everything that got wet. Getting it all washed and dried, cleaned up. All the windows and doors open on the trailer to dry underneath it. Pull the skirting off. Dry all the framework underneath it out so it don't get moldy. That dries out pretty quick in Florida after a flood. Yeah, I had a few days to clean up. Should have seen it when the water come down. There was everything from canoes, damn 26, 28 foot inboard boats all lined up beside the highway. People none drove their boats out to where the water was shallow on the highway. Ground level went up. Drove their boats out as far as they could, tied them to a tree or threw an anchor on the side of the road there. Just left their boats there to get brought out. Like that. I mean, the storm was gone. If I had a big boat like that, I was on the canals every day. I knew which way to go, how to get there. I probably, instead of driving inland with my boat, I probably drove out of Palm Grove Colony and headed up Weeki-Wachee River. Go up Weeki-Wachee River. Weeki-Wachee River goes way up there. Drive up Weeki-Wachee River up towards halfway point or so, nothing up that far. You thought about flooding. Could have damn tied your boat off to the side of the river like you do when you go up there swimming anyways. Could have just hiked the 8th mile if that far out of the woods right there. The edge of Weeki-Wachee River. Been on dry land and not have to deal with getting your boat back off of dry land, back up onto a trailer, back into the canal. There were so many damn boats on the side of the road. It's insane how many people drove their boats out of the colony instead of just driving them up the river. All you gotta do is go down river a little ways and then hang a left from Palm Grove down. When you Palm Grove Colony, go down river, Mud River a little ways. That's where our canals went out to, in Mud River. Mud River went out to the Gulf of Mexico. Mud River and Weeki-Wachee River, they damn meet. They come together just a little bit before you open up the Gulf of Mexico. You can go right out canals, Mud River, down, hang a left and head right back up crystal clear Weeki-Wachee River. They weren't thinking, they were scared. Everybody was scared. I wasn't scared. I thought it was cool. I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff got damaged, a lot of cars got ruined. We have stepdad's car, that was underwater. My mom's car was underwater. Water went down, her neighbor's pontoon boat, I done broke free from the dock. Of course, it's gonna float, tied to a dock and don't float. It's gonna float. So it broke the rope once the water got high enough. It wasn't all that windy, but there was enough to where broke free and got pushed right into the neighbor's screened-in porch. Water went down and half the pontoon was in the screened-in porch. Screen all ripped, of course. Don't fit through the door. And half of it down on the ground. They didn't drive their boat out. But they also didn't loosen up the ropes. And or tie it off somewhere where it was going to be safe. Then again, they might not have even been down there. That neighbor there. That neighbor there, that was the second homer. I'm pretty sure it was summertime when that happened. They were probably a snowbird. Summertime, they were up north somewhere in their house. It wasn't wintertime. Snowbirds, they come up north in the summer, 70, 80 degrees, 90 degrees. Then in the wintertime, they go back down to Florida where 60 to 110 degrees. That way there, it's not too hot in the wintertime in Florida for them. Nobody's gonna watch this video. It's just me ranting along. Damn, 37 minutes long right now. I don't do that editing. I mean, I should just get to the interesting parts and skip all the boring stuff. But you get bored and you ain't got nothing to do out here. Most of our corn shopped over on our side of the mountain here. We're on the back side of the mountain over here in Orleans County, Vermont. Still got corn up here. They've been chopping away over on our side. Oh, I got a headache. I don't even know where I am right now. I ain't been paying attention. I'm just following this. I'm just following this truck in front. Oh, I know where I am. I'm in Burke, Vermont. Yep, I know where I am now. Got this one gas station in this whole town. It's right here. We're going by it right here. You can see it out the window maybe. That's the one gas station they got in this town right here. Oh no, I lied. There's another one up that road over there. Yeah, just remembered. Yeah, one of the two gas stations they got in this town. Oh, I'm gonna let this go. Oh, bank block. She gotta get herself to work. The bank. Yep. Going in the back door. Some really heavy duty brand new coil springs in the front of this. Boy, what a difference. My headlights used to be on the ground, even on high beams. I was looking at the ground 10 feet in front of my truck. Right now my headlights are just a smidgen high. Ain't really driven much to break the springs in yet. back of my truck. She's sagging on the right side a little bit more than the left. I got a welder and 55-gallon drum of water on the right side in the back of my truck. So, with that said, there's a little extra weight on the right side. I'm going to try to shift some of the hardware over. Make the left side of my truck a little bit more even weight. Did jump subject on you folks. Anyway, yeah. Floods do lots of damage. They're not too bad. You ain't gotta get too scared. Stay calm. Think of where you can go or what you can do if the water level comes up higher than expected. Rescue crews will come and get you. You see on the news last night when I was sitting somewhere. Florida getting hit with a hurricane as we speak. Flood waters, damaging winds. I've been through a couple hurricanes. Hurricane Fahrenheit. I was 2 miles downshore on the beach when it hit land. I had my damn feet and toes dug into the sand and I could reach forward and touch the sand with my hand. That's how far I was leaning to stand. A lot of wind. Wicked experience. You just gotta watch out for them damn palm tree branches. Those hurt when they're flying at you at 60 miles an hour. Besides flying debris, that was a wicked experience. Trying to stand there against the wind. The hurricane just coming on the shore a couple miles up. It's an experience. If you're safe and you can do it, you get the chance. It's an experience. Something I'll never forget. The damn Hurricane Bertha. I was driving me a Camaro IROC Z. I weren't too far at all from where that hit. I was driving alley back Weishi route. Had damn trees falling in the road in front of us, having to drive through people's yards and around through the side of the road, get around trees. Luckily, most of Florida's sand, it's not too bad. I mean, you got some sinkholes and some swamp areas, stuff like that, but for the most part, it's all sand. You can drive off the side of the road a little ways without worrying about getting stuck in most parts. I ain't gonna say that in southern Florida, but I was more central, northern Florida. The area I know. Damn. Oh yeah. 2 hurricanes. That wasn't Florida at all. That was Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and North Carolina, where I was when those happened. But same difference. It's all sand. Like I said, still trying to wake up. That damn video is 45 minutes long here in just a few seconds. I can't believe I made a video that long. Damn smartphone. Got a 500 gigabyte smartphone. Fill it up with all these damn videos. Don't have to back them up to the cloud. I gotta pay to back up my stuff to the cloud already. Video making stuff up. I'm gonna have to get myself some SD cards and transfer them to my laptop and save them to SD cards and stuff I want to save. You need random rants like this. It's talk about speeds. They're gonna throw me in jail. I'm careful. Oh my God, this dump truck in front of the truck in front of me. And I got the truck behind me. We're making a train. This dump truck needs to turn the hell off the road somewhere. We're going 35 miles an hour in a 50 mile an hour zone in the middle of nowhere. We got swampland on the left with beaver ponds right there. We got swampland on the right. Oh, yeah. Then you got the random driveways that go up in the woods. Oh, we got us a pond over there. We're just about to the turnoff road and we're at this pond. That's not Crystal Lake, I don't think. Although we've been driving so slow, that could be Crystal Lake. No, I think we passed Crystal Lake. I think this is the pond here. Yeah, so we should be up here turning off here shortly. Yeah, we got us a Department of Fish and Wildlife. That's Bean Pond. Oh, and there's our road that we're turning off right up here. We're just about there, folks. Apologize for how long this video is, how boring I am this morning. My damn throat hurt. You get me talking all goofy and stuff today. Where are you going? You ain't taking the shortcut. You're taking the long way around. That overpass 10 feet something inches high. I don't know how high the boy's truck is. My truck's 9 feet, 3 inches high last time I measured it. Gotta recheck it now that I got some coil springs in the front. It used to be the back was higher, of course the front end sat down a little bit, so that made the back a little higher because it pivoted at the rear axle. Now that the front end sits up a little higher, the truck's sitting a little more level. I think the front end might even be a little higher, starting to look like damn squatter. My truck ain't squawing because I jacked the front and dropped the rear. My truck's squawing because she's rolling heavy. She's rolling heavy. And I take all my tools and all the hardware and equipment, everything I got in the back of this truck for work out of here. The damn truck's like a race car. It's all I can do to keep the tires from breaking traction when I'm trying to take off or shift through the gears. Right now, we take off at Granny Low. You just get her to roll a little bit, then you go to second. Sometimes you go first. It all depends. If you want to rev her up a little in Granny Low, it might get you moving all up, maybe 2 miles an hour. Then you jump her over into second. Then second, you're good up to probably 20, 25 miles an hour if you're lucky. You go to third, fourth, fifth. You're damn good. Your foot pretty much to the floor the whole time until you're up to speed. I mean, that's just you try to get somewhere. If you're not trying to get somewhere, you just barely touch the pedal. Vroom. Just barely touch the pedal. Vroom. Shift again. Vroom. Shift again. Vroom. Shift again. Just go ahead there and throw her up into 5th gear overdrive. And she just bark. She'll go. As long as you're going 30 miles an hour with this truck, she got all the torque in the world. You put her up into overdrive unless you're going up a steep hill. She'll lug her way right up. I mean, we're going 35 miles an hour. We're going 40 miles an hour. 1400 RPMs. I think at 30 miles an hour she's around maybe 1100-1200 RPMs. She'll is just lug. It's a nice thing about a diesel. You ain't gotta have them revving through the roof to get any torque out of them. Oh, there we go. Wow, that place looks bad. Yeah, we ain't talking about it. We ain't talking about it. Get me some damn profit. Didn't need that tibia this morning. That tibia is good for you. The probiotics in it. Keep from getting sick. Blueberries are high in antioxidants. Help your immune system. Got a spoon. I just squish it out like a Go-Gurt. There's an adult size Go-Gurt here. Just squish it out and come out like that. Yeah. Hey, I got some fresh blacktop right here. It's nice and smooth. Got some red in these trees here. Gonna have to get all dressed up with fog gear and take the old Goldwing for a cruise up over this mountain. Look at scenery, set cruise control, and just relax, look around. When you're in a goddamn cab, you've got all this stuff blocking your vision. You can't see everything. When you're in a motorcycle, it's all open. You can see everywhere. I got a little campground right there. I didn't see that before. Oh my Lord. There is lots of campers over there at that place. Old campers. I gotta do some work with my camper. One of the walls starting to get a little tender and would slide out. Sweating when it's cold out, the heat's on, or if I got a damn tear up in the roof of that thing. I had lots of debris on it there not long back. Or maybe it was last summer. Last summer I think there was a bunch of sticks and debris from windstorm. I know the main roof, she's got a leak somewhere. She'll get a random drip, all depending on which way the wind blows or what happens. She'll get a random drip in one or two places. Can't figure out where the leak is. I think it cost me around $500 to maybe $600, maybe $600, give or take. Rip the damn, all the trim off, pull the rubber roof off, get a brand new rubber roof. Change any plywood up there if there's any rotten plywood or wet plywood, change that out, keep it from rotting and molding. On it. They don't have stupid money for brand new campers nowadays. stupid money. You talk to a service rep or salesman at any brand new RV place, camper place. They said every brand new camper that they sell, they expect to see it at least 3 to 5 times. Yeah, brand new camper, they expect to see it 3 to 5 times. Something ain't working right, something wrong. My boss just spent, I think, 70,000, 75,000. They're buying their camper for. It's already got a couple slide outs on it that don't go in straight. They don't go in and close all the way. They stay open some. He's had all kinds of issues with it. Electronic stuff not working, plumbing stuff not working or broke off. $75,000. I'll buy me a goddamn single wide trailer and tow that bitch around like it's a camper. $75,000. Nope. I mean, $75,000 nowadays don't seem like much, but goddamn. I'll get me on that there Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, offer up, get me a 90s, mid 2000s, buy me a used camper for a couple $1,000, stick another grand into it, $3,000, I have a basically brand new camper. Might not be brand new, might be old. Where are we going? Might be a store down here or something. I don't know where we're going. Well, there is a store, there's a market here. Must have been on the phone, or he wanted to stop here to this store. Alright, folks. Alright. Pausing. Sorry. Forgot you were there. Just coming up a damn steep hill. Boss is in a B10 extra cab truck, light aluminum butt on him. I damn near push him up a hill. My truck rolling twice the weight of his, if not more. Ooh, baby, here's that sharp corner. Go around that the other day in a video. Always in on the road. The store we just stopped to back here, they had ham and cheese. Grilled ham and cheese. Not a bad breakfast. I don't have my yogurt. Silent bunk, more silent bunk, and hill. Hill. Okay, Oh. I have a bump in case you didn't notice. Oh, it smells like a barn. I can smell cow poopy already. I ain't even out of the truck. Turn the damn heater off and pull that stuff through. Oh, my God. Where did a fly come from already? I ain't even opened the door, the windows are shut, and I already got a fly. Oh, I got a dead fly. Ew, gross. Ah. Oh, that was a slippery spot. Want me back in front of that truck, or?
Back right here. You gotta bring everything back in here. Yeah, that's for right now. Pull right up. Park right there alongside. You back up here because you got a weld on the shit right here.
Yeah, I know.
Back right up here.
That's why I didn't know if you wanted me back in where I did the first day. Down. I didn't know if you wanted me back in where I did the first day.
Go to fucking pickups and they gotta bring all our stalls back on.
Alrighty. We are here. We got a game plan. Time to go. Have a good day, everybody. Sorry for the hour and 4-minute video.